think if you would like to and really get control of these team fights. And Keen's going to head towards the Silas as both teams playing around AD jungles quite. I think we brought that joke up a couple of times afterwards, but it sort of fell into history as Rich is going to have to flash here as Dread's making his way in. That's a great abduct from Keen, though. The Undertow is going to easily land, and this will be first blood going over to Dread's Olafing Peanut here, who could just hop over the wall with the quick draw, of course, but it does mean that there's a lot more power given over to the Olaf as Bang going in onto Doctarm. Bladewell comes through there as well. Don't know how much it did, but the flash over and Bang grabs it with a melee swing. So unfortunately, Rich suffers his second death of the game.
Yeah, pretty much perfect dive there. Really good stuff from the side of Afrika. They knew there was no flash available. 1,000 golds before 10 minutes is certainly a very nice lead.
Well, as the Emperor's Divide, as Bay is going to catch up to Fly there. Shockwave does get both of them.
Avoidable. Are they actually going to challenge this? You see the rotations coming in from mid there. Like, he's so far behind in the lane. Like, he's never coming
Value.
back, right? There's no time where he's actually going to...
Sad. But definitely good for Dread, who wants to continue to be valuable. Certainly is with the... okay, we've got a bit of an engage, as there's the Grand Entrance. Quickness down as well, but not able to find too much more as Lahen's is taken down by Doctarm. Doctarm's going to continue this spree. Double kill comes forward as Dread just running away. The Acathian Rain is terrifying, as in comes Bay as well. Doctarm, does he have another supercharge? No, but he has a flash and just hops on over. That's going to be
so aggressive in the enemy jungler onto the one guy who is really tanky. The Gragas,
yeah.
And you know, the Bang says okay, so a bit too aggressive there from Afrika, I suppose you could say.
And this is what Afrika have been doing about, as in goes Shirley, gets her skull rammed into this tower, and they should be able to tidy it up. Keen thinking about a flank play, but Afrika...
One Mountain Drake that was kind of thrown away by Afrika being aggressive in the enemy jungle.
Really Mountain Soul. Rich is just never going to die. As we're going to go in, it is going to be Peanut that locks down that dragon, but can they win the team fight as well? As Keen's going in with the abduct, there's the shockwave onto two. Massive AoE though, the knockup is just gigantic on both sides, but Doctarm avoided all of it. The Acathian Rain comes down, but the rest of his team have been taken out already. He flashes over, looks for flies out of position. Doctarm the god! The rest of Nongshim gets out of there. Trying to meme them into existence may not necessarily be the ones to trust, so let's give them a few games, shall we? As Keen here just trying to engage onto Rich on the bottom side, and this is kind of what we were expecting, as Rich is like, well, now it doesn't matter about what happens in the lane, because I'm just a big tanky Gragas who's going to wander after you, take a drink, get a whole bunch of health back. Doctarm's coming down. Killer Instinct comes on in, like you say. And Keen, he's got a Killer Instinct of his own. He can go golden, stuff like that. He's wasting a bit of time, but it's pretty inevitable. Drake, they're desperate to deny the soul. And we'll see whether Peanut can get into position. He absolutely can. There's the barrel back onto Keen as a fight on a couple of fronts here. Shockwave comes down. It is going to be the denial of the soul. And now we'll see whether Afrika can actually win the fight as well. Good flash out there from Bay. Is going to avoid a bit of it as now the Phalanx has been rebuilt. Doctarm trying to get the free hitting down. As the ball comes through, Rich now in a little bit of trouble. We don't have a Shockwave available anymore though. And it looks like it's a gentleman's agreement. Or is it going to be Afrika corral? Yeah, but as the game goes on, like you were saying, I mean, the scaling from Nongshim, this composition just plays so well front to back as well. So until this Mountain Drake, it's going to be a big moment. Can Dread get to a soul point for themselves? As in goes Doctarm. They want to just get rid of the jungler already. Sterix has been popped. Conquering Sands not going to do too much. Is now Nongshim. He gets some pretty solid positioning around this area. Dread, very low on health. It's going to be relying on that one Ocean Drake, Valdez. The value.
Yeah, you know, Olaf, it's certainly possible if you can find something to hit. Here comes Keen on the back line. This is going to be a really nice flank from him.
A Chain Lash doing a lot of damage, actually, as Nongshim getting poked down. Keen, great positioning like you were talking about. The orb needs to be respected, though, as Fly. Let's see what he can do. Oh my god, the quickness. So good out of Lahen's. Everyone's going golden, but Doctarm's free hitting the Samira. Taken away first. That's a double kill already. Almost the triple as the KaiSser eventually gets taken down. Now Peanut trying to get over that wall as Keen once again trolled by the same position on the map. And Rich, look at this guy. He's a monster. He just doesn't get moved, doesn't lose his health. Now doesn't have a lot of mana left, so I guess, you know, can't take another drink as Peanut looking to try and at least solidify this Mountain Soul, but Keen doesn't want to let him. There's a Cow moving around from the side. We'll see whether this 1 versus 3 is actually going to be possible, as Kellen's actually going to Hex Flash over. Looks like the 4 is going to get set up. Bay's in the area. He just teleported back. He's got full health, full mana, so this is going to be a guaranteed double blue trinkets going to be utilized onto it. So maybe a bit of a miscommunication as in goes Keen. Peanut takes a lot of damage here as Kellen has his own unbreakable will. Peanut just getting closed in on, and Keen is going to lock down that kill. The quickness from Lehens. Can he actually get in there to actually do some sort of CC as Bang grabs a kill, grabs a second. This is the danger of the Samira like you were talking about as Doctarm under the Sun Disc, but is he actually going to be okay as Bang's decided to take this match into his own hands, dashing in and out, gets another reset. Doctarm going to be going down. That's going to be another one. And Afrika, they may have just done it. Just had to wait until 38 minutes to get the work finished.
I can't believe they actually made this work. 38 minutes in, they actually take a team fight, and you can see Peanut is feeling unhappy with that one. Afrika, they look so willing to pull the trigger onto anyone that stepped in, and they find one member and immediately just blow him up. Enough damage in their comp to go for it. Another fantastic engage will go the way of Keen. He's certainly going to be my player of the game.
Yeah, King's an absolute monster. If he doesn't get 9 votes, I'm going to be extraordinarily upset. As there goes the Nexus Afrika. So this is certainly one that he carried on a lot, especially in Challenger. He didn't really bust out the gangplank so much in the LCK last year, but the kitchen sink now as well. As in comes Peanut. Dread's finally going to pull the trigger as Undertow comes down. Kellen fully committing to this one as the Blade Well gets a little bit of value as Kellen will be taken down for first blood. They're going to continue this as now Peanut's in trouble. The dash forward from Bang. There's the reset. Missed positions a little.
First blood and the 2 kills that do go on to the Olaf. He is going to be quite the
threat. Going to miss though as the Attract Repel comes down and Bang says, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. Peanut's going to get the smite down as there's the ulti out of the gangplank as well. Lehens taking so much damage. Bladewell almost keeps him alive, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Dread is up here, though, on the top side. He's looking to trade it back. You know, always look for other trades on the other side of the map if you possibly can.
Well, there's the Nara into the wall, and this is a very dead gangplank. Elementary, my dear Watson. That's it's about that gang.
Oh, he has the Rift Herald, too. Are we going to see this turret die at 9 minutes into the game? I think they absolutely will be able to take this down. There's like no way for them to stop this. Even with the Bulwark, it's just the Rift Herald damage is going to be too much. And yeah, I suppose you get a decent trade down on the bottom side, but Afrika say, welcome to Macro Land.
Drake, they should be able to get there. Peanut hasn't actually been spotted making his way in here. As Bang gonna get engaged on, but he just dashes his way out. That's a whole lot of movement over towards the Samira, and she's taken down very, very quickly. Bay's teleported in as well. The Drake is taken here by Afrika, as now Dread's trying to make his way out of it. Fly comes on forward, but he's shockwaved to death, and that is a kill going over to Doctarm. As
focus onto the Drake. Afrika gonna look to lock down this 3rd Drake of the game.
Ooh, Dredgeline does come in. There's the depth charge as well, used onto Kellen as Peanut going down extraordinarily low and has to vacate the area. That means Drake goes over to Afrika and they get themselves the Olaf. It is certainly scary times, but it's Peanut. He's still going to be running fast, but maybe I've just caster cursed him. Good 2-man shockwave comes forward as Bang gonna have to flash himself out, but he's not going to be able to do it in time. Dissonance comes through. Now Peanut trying to stop. He's not going to be able to and immediately just leaves. He's like, nope, if I can't boop him, I'm done. And he's going to get out of there. Dread going to do the same thing as the Ghost is popped. And now Fly's going to have to get out as well. He's walking a long way around here. Was thinking about those red dots. They're not actually going to walk up to this Ocean Drake. You can see just sitting on their control ward. All 5 of them jumping out of the brush here. They get a nice little stun and immediately Lehens is taken down. Magnet Storm in the back line. Bang's trying to dash to safety, but he won't be able to. Doctarm finds him. He's got his numbers. Rich taking a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. He's able just stand in amongst his friends to keep himself alive. As now Fly standing on his own gravity field, but you ain't running away from this guy. Big thumbs up from Peanut. As remember, it was Peanut at the hands of the Udyr before against Pioshik. And he was the one that had to deal with it. Now he's the one having fun as Keen's going to be taken down. Big old flash bear stance there from Peanut, demonstrating those sick Udyr mechanics.
Yeah, and Afrika kind of getting excited once again. But that was a really great opening up on that fight by the set of Nonshin.
But they're not exactly in priority areas. And in goes Peanut. He's running real fast. That's the dissonance power. And then the setup with the shockwave is beautiful. The Olaf going to be taken down through the Sterix very easily. And now Keen finds himself off to the side. The barrel's going to slow him down. And remember, he has no flash. He's well and truly dead. And that's going to be a Glock to the head for him as Rich is going to put him down. Lehens now in the back line as well. He's going to go golden to see his death. and will be taken very, very... That was an absolute waste of a stopwatch, if ever I've seen one. As now Fly and Bang, nothing that they can do, and it looks like Nongshim have Baron in their sights.
Yeah, and, you know, people were asking, why do we keep seeing Udyr? What value does this pick have? But you guys get to see it a little bit here. I mean, they're under their turret, but it just does not matter, especially with the Orianna. You put the ball...
the Olaf is enabled so much by the Orianna, but the same thing can be said for the Udyr. I actually just think it's the largest that we've had so far in this series.
Yeah, it's pretty massive, and our good friend Chronicler here in the chat, he noted something that I had conveniently forgotten about. The first pick, Olaf.
Yeah.
You take the Olaf, he has a great early game, and you gave Orianna KaiSser anyway to Nongshim, so it's like, okay, good job here in the early game, guys. Well, now we lost. That's not going to be a good feel, this Udyr, but... They better learn fast because they're running out of time now, and you're up against 304 KaiSser, 306 Orianna, and they're not feeling too confident, as you can see.
Well, I'm going to call you out, Valdez, because it wasn't Chronicler. That was really questionable. First pick Olaf. You can understand why, but it's still not a good enough reason, as that's the second.
A lot of nice engage on the side of Afrika. You do have a Samira, etc., etc. It's a lot of what I talked about in game one. So here we go.
Yeah, that's just going to be an explosion of damage on to Callan, who will be going down, but Docdom gets into the backline, goes golden as well as the Samira, taken down before anything can really happen. Fly trying to deal with Peanut, and now Dread desperately fighting against Bay. Everyone going in golden exactly when they need to. Bay's going to be taken down, though. The dredge line is good out of hands as it's a double kill for Fly. Are we going to see it again, Valdez? Is Dread going to pick up yet another kill onto Rich? 4 left alive. There's only 1 up, and it's Docdom for Nongshim. No way that he can stop this.
Yeah, so we're really going to have to go back to the replay and show you guys how this happened. Oh, Docdom's going to get a kill, though.
Fly just going to flash weirdly. Who's going to... Is he going to get the balls? Bay's going to have to pass it to him here. And now Lehens is going to go in. A lot of damage there onto Rich towards the backside as Red Health Bar is going extraordinarily low. Bang! Once again tries to be a hero, but he's not going to be able to fly. He's going to pick up that mantle. Goes golden at exactly the right time as it's a triple kill for the Olaf somehow. Make it a quadra. He was first pick for a reason, Valdez. It was genius all along.
9-2 now after that fight. The Olaf is the big MVP. Gets blown up, so he doesn't do much, but he does enough. And Docdom had to go forward because he didn't want to just get isolated. He wanted to get into the fight and actually do getting to run around the rift and do whatever he wants. And finally we see an Olaf that has some fun. Although,
well, he might stop having fun now as he's going to run really, really quickly. We'll see whether he's actually going to continue starting this fight off as Kellen dives on in. Magnet Storm's there, but he's by himself. Absolutely just dead. And
I think we did see some nerfs on 11.3, but we're still some weeks away from that one. Maybe next week, I'm not sure. But either way, the push now begins with the Baron buff, and Peanut is going on vacation.
Yep, Keen is going to run away. Stridebreaker comes in, Docdom gets the message, and he's going to head on over as well. Big old hop from Keen, who's still running the flash forward from Docdom. Yes, you managed to kill Keen. Congratulations, Nongshim. Your base is in shambles. And it's not over just yet. Dread looking for some of these undertows underneath the turret. There's an early Ragnarok, and Rich is going to get dredged out of the sky and taken down the Udyr is now Afrika. Big boost to that movement speed with the Shurelias. And that's just going to be enough. Going to try and break his way in. And remember, there are super creeps. They are a long way away from the Nexus turret, as now Dread possibly under fire, but he's pretty safe. Has the Ghost available as well as his Ragnarok. He will be Lehens moving on in here at the same time. This Nexus... this inhibitor is going to be taken, as now Rich is the sole man defending. Okay, the Elder down extraordinarily low. There's the flash forward. Shockwave does absolutely nothing, and neither does the Rel. The Elder's going to join in on this battle as Dread's massive. Rel's going to die, and this is going to be the last dance that Nongshim are going to get invited to this series. Elder will be taken. The Nexus turret will follow us. I think it's just going to be a 1v1 on the top side for Keen.
Yeah.
At the same time as the Dragon comes down, eats the gangplank, and the Gnar will have the last laugh this game.
The Gnar has the last laugh, but so does Olaf.
No,
if you see that fight, oh man, Fly's gonna come in here and, well, not be able to get that denial on that one. But it does not matter. Afrika pull up with the 2-0 tonight. That was kind of unexpected, to be honest. I was
Way
expecting...
better today. The player of the game would be Dread on that Olaf monster game. He deserves this POG. The counter gank, waiting for that video call connection. And here they are. Congratulations on your win.
네, 안녕하세요.
Hello, thank you.
네, 승리 축하드립니다. 이제 2연패 탈출에
You guys are able
성공했는데요.
to end your losing streak and Kian, this is your first POG. Congratulations on that as well. How you're feeling?
오랜만에 인터뷰하는 것 같아서
I think
되게
it's been a while
기분이
since
새로운 것
I
같아요.
had an interview, so it feels really
저희도 새롭습니다.
refreshing.
짧고 간결하네요.
네. 그리고 또 첫 POG를 받은 드레드 선수도
And Dread as well, how are you feeling
기분이
after
어떠세요?
getting that first POG?
저도 오랜만에
Me
POG
too.
받는 거라 되게 기분이 좋네요.
I'm glad to pick up this POG after a quite long while.
이게 아프리카 프릭스의 컬러인 것 같습니다. 자, 그럼 기인 선수에게 물어볼 텐데요.
Question over to Kiin
초반에
here.
아프리카 프릭스가 라인전은
Africa
강하지만
Freaks
또
always showed a
중반부터
very
운영이
strong
틀어지면서
laning phase,
연패에
but they had hard
빠지게
time with the
됐었는데요. 오늘은 또
map
전혀 다른 팀의
decision in the
모습을
late game, but
보여줬습니다.
today you guys
이
looked
중후반
different.
약점을 어떻게
So
보완하고자
what did you
했는지
focus on in
들어볼게요.
order to tidy up this kind of macro decision
저희가
problems?
초반에 좀 라인전은 괜찮게 하는데
I think
이제
we
좀 후반 가서 약간
play well
한타나
during the laning
운영
phase,
단계에서
but I
터지는
think
경기가
we got just
많았어가지고
blown up
예,
during the
스크림에서
team fights
최대한
and
그런
macro
부분
stage,
보완하려 했던
so
것
that
같고
was the
오늘
focal
그런
point
게
during the
좀
scrims,
경기에서
and
조금이나마
I think we
나왔던
were
것
able
같아요.
to kind of reflect that.
저는 이제
A little
아까
bit during this
말씀하셨다시피 오늘 탑 정글의 호흡과 기량이 많이 상승한 것 같고
I wanna
또 두 분
point
다
out
단독
that
POG를 받으셨거든요.
Kiin and Dread, you guys actually popped up in today's match, today's series, and you guys are showing great teamwork. So how are you guys able to step up this much? Because you guys were the unanimous POGs.
솔랭을
Nothing
많이
much.
하다 보니까
I've been playing solo
그런
queue a
것
lot.
같아요.
I've been grinding.
그럼 드레드 선수는요?
What about you, Dread?
비결이 있을까요?
How are you able to improve so much?
한 달 전쯤 제가 폼이 되게 안 좋다는
I
걸
was in a
느끼고
very bad
솔랭에도
form
많이
last month.
진지하게
So I've been
임하고 그랬더니
Really serious
폼이
playing this solo
자연스럽게
queue,
오르는 것
so
같아요.
naturally I was able to kind of step up.
그렇죠. 솔로 랭크가 약간 좀 그렇게 기초를 다지는 그런
Solo
게
queue
되기도
is
하거든요.
the place where you can tidy up your fundamental skills.
1경기 사일러스
Kiin,
물어봤거든요. 이제.
long time no see. I have a question about your Silas game in game 1, and in the end of the game, in the mic check, Bang actually said
이번
Silas
스크린에서는 이제
is
나를
broken,
상대로만 이제 좀 사일러스가
and you
등장을
were
했는데
indeed popping off
르라
on
같은
Silas
경우는 좀
up against
초중반에도 좀
Nar.
밀리는데 불구하고
And
뽑은
also
이유가 있어요.
today up against Silas. But it's not really having a good time up against Silas in Nar. Gragas in the early game. But why did you still pick Silas?
알리공을 뺐으면 이제 다들 아시다시피
Yeah, I mean, it does have a rough time up against Gragas during the laning phase, but as you guys all know, he is like unkillable if you get these L-Star ultimates.
바로나타의 그 피드백에 대해 물어보고 싶은데요. 이제 실수가 좀 많았지만 이제 분명
However,
나아진
today's
점도 있어요.
performance did show a lot of mistakes. It was a little bit sloppy, but it did improve compared to previous matches. And today, you guys were not going all in for the Baron. You guys were actually setting up for some bait plays. So was that the main point for your feedback?
계속 나아지려고 계속 피드백하고 있는
Those are the things that we are working on in order to get better, and we will keep work hard in order to get rid of those mistakes.
자, 드레드 선수는 2경기 연속 유채화
Dread,
올라프를
you played
선택했잖아요.
Ghost
오늘을 위해서
Olaf for
특별히
2 games in a
준비한
row.
픽이라고
Was
봐도
that
될까요?
special strategy that you prepared for today?
아무래도 올라프가 900원을 딱
Olaf,
모으고 첫
If he
기한에
gets
쿨감신
900 gold, and it's really
그래가지고
it has the best synergy, which is cooldown boots. So I thought Ghost was the perfect kind of summoner choice.
네, 그런 것 같습니다. 그런데 또 이속이 강점인 우디를
However, Udyr is a champion that is also super fast. So how was playing up against that champion?
되게 발 빠르더라고요. 잡기
Yeah, he was
힘들더라고요.
super fast. It was really hard to chase him
또
down.
잡아내는 모습을 볼 수 있었고
그렇죠.
그 덕엔 선열
However, in the end, you guys are able to lock down the victory, and I think Goredrinker was really doing a lot of work. And a lot of people say Goredrinker needs a nerf. Do you agree? I think this item actually deserves a double nerf.
질문을 드리는 건데 올라프가 이제 3-0-0으로 시작을 해서 게임이 좀 좋아
Speaking of
보이는데
the
약간
Olaf
좀
game, Africa
흔들렸었잖아요.
looked to
그
be in a
와중에서
big
저는 올라프가
lead
되게
with this
팀이
3-0-0
흔들리는
Olaf,
와중에
but
잘해줬다라고 생각을 했는데 약간
Africa was
그
falling apart a
뭐
little bit in the
게임을
mid game,
다시
but you guys are
잡아보자는
able to
그
get back
콜을
in
어떻게
game
주고받았는지
and
그게 좀 궁금해요.
close out the game. So how did you guys cope with the situation?
그냥 괜찮다고 하고
We're
저희가
like
인스택을
everything's
잘
okay, and we had
쌓아놔가지고
enough dragon stacks.
침착하게
So
했던
we
것
just
같아요.
wanted to focus and
용
stay
스택 싸워보자
calm,
하면서 그래도
and we were looking for some fights around the dragon.
모습이 오늘 경기에서 빛났고 그럼 돌아오는 일요일에 T1과의
And this
경기가
Sunday,
기다리고
you guys
있습니다.
will be
드레드
facing
선수부터
up against
각오
T1.
들어볼게요.
How are we gonna prepare for that match?
하필 저희랑 경기할 때 또
I heard the bad news
T1에서 제우스
that
선수가
T1
나올 수
can
있다는
field
걸
Zeus
들었거든요.
on the matchup against
이제
us. So that's a
기인 형이
very
잘
bad
혼내주지
news for us,
않을까.
but I'm trusting on Keen, you know?
그러면 혼내줄 기인 선수 얘기도
Keen,
들어봐야
are you ready for that? I heard Dread
부탁드릴게요.
Dread saying you're gonna teach him a lesson.
사실 이제 대회를 데뷔하는 선수는
You
보통
know,
이제 대회장에서
When a
하면
player
긴장을
has
하기
a
마련인데
debut game, they get nervous if
이제
they get to
스토에서 하다
play at
보니까
the
그렇게
venue,
긴장은
but because
많이 안
they're
되실 것
playing
같아서
from
조금
the team house,
아쉬운 것 같고
so yeah, a little bit
저는
too
저
bad
하던
news
대로
for us,
그냥
but I'm
계속하면
going
될
to
것
focus
같아요.
on my own
네,
work
지금
as
인터뷰
usual.
보시면서 좀 긴장을 갑자기 하게 되실 것 같은데 기인 선수 또 SNS
Keen,
보니까
I saw a
팬분들이
post
선물
from
진짜
Africa
많이
Freaks that you got a
보내주셨더라고요.
gift from your
팬분들께
fans.
한마디
Any message
해주세요.
over to your fans out there?
요새 저희 경기력이 조금
Recently,
보는 재미가 없으신 분들이
I know our
많으실 것
performance has
같은데
been
앞으로
really
계속 노력하고
disappointing,
보완하고 있으니까
but we are really working hard in
너무
order to
실망하지
get
마시고 계속
rid of all the
응원해
bumps on the
주셨으면
road.
감사하겠습니다.
So
네, 오늘
please
흐뭇하고
keep
즐겁게
supporting us.
보셨을 것
Thank you.
같습니다. 오늘 승리
This will be the
축하드립니다.
end of the interview with Keen Trad from
네,
Africa Freaks, and I'm
감사합니다.
gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jason, as usual, for the interview and analyst desk translation. And here we are, straight into the standings to see what has been shaken up out of that one. And it feels like a bit of a switch of positions, as Afrika have taken 7th place over Nongshim Red Force, who now moved down to 8th. And it's not looking so good for them. Of course, formerly Team Dynamics. They're kind of used to being at this side of the bracket, but not necessarily this low down.